They say that self-love and spending time with yourself and all of that is important, but what is wrong with me saying I want a partner? Like, I just want someone to...
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
You're fighting back tears?
Yes.
Let it go.
I think I'm just saying I just want someone to hold. And someone told me and to hug me, and what's wrong with wanting that?
Nothing
wrong with that
You're
at all.
lonely. You're lonely.
I just feel like I have this beautiful house. I have a beautiful career. I have amazing kids. But the one thing that I don't have is love. And that's the one thing that I want more than anything.
Just say you want to go back to your ex-husband. Like, we really getting tired of seeing you come on this platform and crying about being single when you pretty much had it all in the palm of your hand. You thought you wanted some new dick. You wanted to hit the streets. We ain't done. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, y'all know what Tia, bruh, she just need to go home and sit down somewhere. But anyway, for real, because she kind of getting on my nerves, to be honest with you. But anyway, I got a video for you guys from a content creator by the name of Insolent Audits. This video was sent to me by one of my subscribers and moderators, Mrs. Dawn. Shout out to Mrs. Dawn. And I will be meeting her here in the future in December when I go to Vegas. Anyway, she sent me this and I wanted to share it with you guys because it's kind of related to the clip that you saw here in the intro. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Here's why women regret divorce more than men. Financially speaking, women's lives get worse after the divorce, while men's get better. The standard of living for women goes down an average of 27%, while the standard of living for men goes up 10%. So you can see why women may feel that their lives get worse after divorce because their standards of living go down while their ex-husband's standard of living goes up.
Show of hands for everybody who knew. Bingo.
All right. So let me get this straight. You mean to tell me even with women receiving child support and alimony and divorce settle payments, you mean to tell me that these women end up being more broke than the men that they divorced from? Oh man. I would really like to know where she got that stat from, because you know there are some guys that that can never recover financially from that situation. However, I could see it being some truth to that, considering women spend far more money than men do, have far more debt than men do, and men are a little bit frugal with their money. So there may be some truth to that stat, but you know, there's been so many stories of guys not being able to recover. It's like, I don't know. Could be true, could be not. That's why I like to know where she got that stat from. But let's keep it moving.
Moving on.
I'm divorced. I thought I'd be happier, except the judge set the child support amount at $326 a month. $326 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me. $326 a month because he's not working, because he chooses not to. I was able to cross-examine him, which was fun. And I asked him how many hours a week he spends working or trying to sell houses, because technically he still has a real estate license. So technically he's still a realtor. He said 15 hours a week approximately is how many hours he works per week. Grown man, grown able-bodied man with transportation and no childcare to worry about, says he works 15 hours a week.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
But you know what? I remember covering something along the lines of child support, and there was another woman that was complaining like this, and I remember a woman reacted to it, and she was saying, "See, y'all so quick to try to put these men on child support, but y'all probably could have got more out of them if you would have just worked with them and co-parent instead of sitting over here and try to go through the system." And I don't know if y'all remember 50 Cent kind of went through this as well, where he was actually forking out way more money than he was supposed to. And then the baby mama got greedy and wanted to put him on child support. And she ended up getting far less than what 50 Cent was giving her without the support. Just saying, man. But I'm like, women don't want to hear that. So let's keep it moving.
Moving on.
The court notified me that my final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce. So I'm sure people are wondering, well, you filed. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? Just because you make a decision that you think is going to end up making things better doesn't mean that you have to give up the fact that you love that person or that you did it because you were trying or whatever. I've never met anybody like him, and I've never loved anybody like him either, but I don't want a divorce. I still am very much in love with my husband.
Hold on. So,
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell?
why did you file for divorce? Let me guess. You were in your feelings. The classic case of making permanent decisions over temporary feelings. Because whatever you was feeling at the moment is what made you want to file for divorce at that moment. But now that you're going through with it, and I'd imagine your ex-husband probably isn't like giving you any pushback. Maybe she expected for him to fight for her or something to that effect, so that way she can feel all super special and all that shit. No. I'm like, and I don't blame him, man. I'm like, you know what? My guess is that she filed, and he's probably being more chill about it than her. And she said we hardly talk anymore. He's probably the one that's initiating no contact. I'm like, and more than likely, she probably just misses what he does for her. She probably don't miss like him per se, because you the one that filed. But I'm just over here spitballing. Let's keep it moving.
Moving on.
When my girls were young, I got a divorce, and I was actually chatting with a girlfriend about the experience last night and my regrets of not being able to give my girls that stable, perfect family life that everybody dreams about. And there were a lot of things I did wrong. But one of the things I did right was I manned up, and I got my shit together, and I worked my tail off, and I dedicated my life to those girls and moved them from country to country until we found our stability. We spent a lot of time with my friends, both male and female, people that I trusted, people that I wanted them to look up to. And most of them are still in their lives today. While I know they probably felt pain and maybe still do feel pain over their parents no longer being together, I hope that those dance parties in the living room, the walks to school, the solo trips together, the opening gifts on their birthday, specially picked out for them by mom, them watching me work and be independent and struggle and do all the things that moms need to do in order to survive. I hope all of those experiences far outweigh any pain that they may have felt. So to all those single moms out there, remember that your strength and your tenacity will far outweigh any pain that may linger in regards to your failed relationship. You've totally got this.
Does not compute. Does not compute. Does not compute.
Moving on.
You're the one initiating divorce, but you feel guilty as hell because he's a good guy. There isn't any big reason. He didn't cheat on you. He didn't steal from you. He's not beating you. He's a good guy, and you feel like shit because you know you need to divorce. You know you're not happy, and it's the right thing. But yeah, it's keeping you from actually pulling the trigger because you feel so guilty. I want to talk about this again. I talk about this a lot, and I just feel as though I need to keep reinforcing this message because I know that you need to hear this. You are not doing anything wrong by asking for a divorce. You are not doing anything wrong by saying, my happiness lies in a different path. But what you are doing is you are doing the right thing. You know, Brene Brown says, clear is kind. And if you stay because you feel guilty, you are not being clear and you are not being kind. Not only are you robbing yourself of a chance at happiness, but you're robbing him at his chance for happiness too.
What the hell you say?
Now, we all know damn well that if a man, matter of fact, remember when Scarface Mark was over here doing satire on that one chick who said he was a good man, he did this and he did this all, but he's just not my husband. And the reason why she was getting so much backlash is because all she does is spew man bashing content and act like there's such a scarcity of good men out here, but you just let one go through your fingers because he's not your husband. Now, imagine if a man did the same thing and Scarface Mark proved all these chicks wrong because he did the exact same thing she did, and it was just women in the comments pouring in hating on him. Oh, why you do that to her? And da. I'm like, why come y'all don't give good guys the same grace when women divorce them for absolutely no reason other than the fact that they're just quote unquote no longer happy? A temporary feeling. Permanent decision, temporary feeling. So you see where I'm going with that? That's what a lot of this regret is.
Because by staying, even though you want to leave, you are misleading him and you're keeping him from finding the happy, healthy relationship that he deserves as well. So don't kid yourself that by staying, you're doing the kind thing because you're in your heart, you're not there, you're not committed anymore, you're not in love anymore. It's time for you to go. So number one, you're not doing anything wrong. So that the guilt you're feeling is actually not guilt, okay? Because guilt means you're doing something wrong, but you're not doing something wrong. And therefore, it's not guilt you're feeling. It's the discomfort of making a choice that you know is going to be hard for somebody else. And it's the choice that he doesn't want. It's the discomfort of making a choice that is in alignment with your truth and with your values and what you know is right for you. You're uncomfortable about that because you know that it's going to be hard for him. Okay. So reframe it from guilt to discomfort. That's going to help you get out of that trap. And number two, remind yourself that clear is kind. And when you are clear with yourself and you're clear with him, that is the kindest thing to do. Doesn't mean it's easy, but it is the kindest thing you can do.
That's just a load of bullshit, in my opinion. Unless women are gonna give men this same grace when it comes to breakups and divorces, I really don't buy that excuse. I'm sorry, I'm not buying what you're selling, man. But I am starting to see a lot more clips like this. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.